Very good morning. Welcome back to class 4 computer science. Okay, in the last class we have completed up to chapter 4, the word processor software and its some of the important features. Now from today we are going to start the chapter 5. The chapter 5, that is the internet. The chapter 5, the name of the chapter is the internet web browser. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about the what is internet, then what is the history, from where does the internet, the term internet come into the existence, and then we will discuss about some of the common terms related to when you use the internet, like what is www, that is World Wide Web, web pages, web browsers. Okay, then what are the different components of the web browsers, how to get connected to the internet, what are the things important to get connected to the internet, and we will go on in deep explanation about each and every component. Then we will discuss about what is the home page, what is website, what is the home page of a website. Okay, then what is hyperlink. So all these things we will cover within this chapter. Okay, so before starting the chapter, I would like to tell you that as earlier also I have completed this chapter once, and you can, if you are already there in the group, you can get the videos, you can get the link of the videos from the, if you have joined the group earlier, you may have gone through the particular video, but as many of you have joined now, I am going to explain the chapter once again. Okay, so let us start with, first of all, before starting the internet, I would like to explain in brief what is network. First of all, you must know what is the network and what is the importance of the network. So network. Generally, when we talk about network in a computer science, when we talk about the term network in a computer science, the network means it is a group of computers. It is a group of computers connected to each other in a such a manner that they can easily communicate with each other, share the resources. Resources means, like suppose you take example that there are 4 or 5 computers are there and only one printer is there. There are 4 or 5 users are there and there is only one printer is there. Then what we can do is that we can connect each and every device, all the 5 computers along with the printer, and using the network, using the networking feature or ability of the network, we can share the printer with each and every user. We do not need to install a separate printer for each and every user. We can connect them on the network, and through them they can do their job properly, or they can perform their task easily. So this is called sharing of the resource. In same way, if you are connected to the network, you are able to communicate with each other. That is, you can send and receive the messages. You can send and receive the messages. You can share the resources among the network, and along with that, so when you are connected to the network, it is easy to send and receive the data and information or messages to each other. You can share the files with each other, among each other with other. Then you do not have to carry your data or information within the pen drive. You can store on one computer, and it can be used by each and every member of that particular network. So if you define the network, you can write it like that. It is a group of computers connected with each other in such a manner so that they can easily communicate to each other, share the resource, send and receive, messages, and exchange the files or information to each other. Okay, it is a group of computers connected with each other in such a manner so that they can easily communicate, share the resource, send and receive the messages to each other, and exchange the files or information to each other. Okay, if you like to explain it with a diagram, you can take example that suppose these are the 4 different computers or the 5 different computers are there. Okay, you can take example that these are the 5 different systems or computers are there. Then they are connected to each other. They can connected to each other in a ring form. And they can easily communicate with each other or send a message to each other. Okay? So this whole thing is known as network. It is known as network. Okay? So a network is a group of computers. It is a group of computers which are connected to each other in such a manner that they can easily communicate with each other, share the resources like printer or any hardware component, printer, plotter or webcam, anything whatever you want to use, you can share the hardware components. Then you can easily send and receive the messages to each other. You can send the mail and receive the mail to each other, and even you can exchange of the file. You can transfer the files from one system to another easily. You do not need to copy the file or folder in a CD or DVD or even on the pen drive, and you want to give to the other person. You can share it on the network, and that particular person or the computer will accept it or it will receive the file which has been sent by you. So this is all about the network. Now we move to the what is the internet. So the internet, if you talk about the internet, generally the word internet has been taken from 2 different words. It is found by 2 different words. One is international network. 2 different words. It is made from 2 different words. International network. So internet stands for, the full form of internet is international network. So it stands for international Okay, the internet means it stands for international. Now, what is internet? The internet, earlier we have discussed about what is the network, where we discussed about that it is a group of computers. Now, if you talk about internet, the internet is not a group of computers, it is a group of networks. When two different networks are connected to each other, suppose you have to send some file, you want to send some mail or message or you want to share some information to your friend or a family member who is living far away from you. Suppose you are here in Devariya and you want to send it to some of your friend who is in New Delhi. So what you can do? You can easily get connected to the internet and you can, what happens on the internet, you are on the different network, your computer or your smart device is on the different network and your family member or a friend to whoever you are sending it is on a different network. So the internet is a group of networks. Internet is a group of networks. Like, take example that this is one of the network. This is one of the network where all these four computers are connected to each other. And this is another network. This is another network. So now suppose that this is the network 1, this is the network 1, this is 2. You are within this network. If you want, suppose take example that you want to send any particular message, or suppose you have last week you have celebrated your birthday and you want to share your birthday pictures or images with your friend, then you want to be connected on the internet. So what is the internet? Now suppose this is the network on which you are available. Okay, you are within this network. Okay, and your family member or a friend to whom you are sending is on this network. Okay, so as both of you are in a different networks, so there should be a proper communication channel, there should be a proper communication medium through which you can get connected to each other. So when these two networks are connected to each other, when these two different networks are connected to each other, then it is known as internet. That is international network. It can be geographically, if you are talking, then it can be anywhere throughout the world. Throughout the world, you can get connected to any part of the world, to the any user, to the any part of the world easily. So both of you are on different networks, and when the networks are connected to each other, they form a internet. They form the internet. So if we talk about internet, the internet is a group of networks. So you can write it here like this. It is group of networks. Group of networks connected to each other. Connected to each other. Okay? It is a group of networks connected to each other. So the internet is a very large collection of computers which are connected to one another using the telephone line, using the telephone lines or the cables. Okay? So and the most important thing which is required to get connected over the internet or to any other computer throughout the world is that you require a telephone line. When we will discuss about different components which are required to get connected to the internet, then I will explain you what is the use or the purpose of it. Okay? So the computer may be present on different places. So as I have given you example that you are here in Devariya and you want to send the pics of your birthday to any friend who is in New networks are connected to each other, then it forms a internet. Then it forms the internet, and there are millions of computers connected with the networks throughout the worldwide. It is just like a spider web. I hope that all of you have seen the spider webs at your home or in your locality. So you can see it is so congested, and in same way, if you see all the computers throughout the world, they are connected to each other on the internet. When they are connected, it forms the spider. It is in the form of spider web. We suppose that it is in the form of spider web. The people uses the internet to search the information on any topics, send the emails, online chatting, buying and selling the goods, and sending the greeting cards, and lot more. Okay. So what are the purposes which can be solved? What are the purposes of using the internet or benefits of using the internet? We can communicate to each other, or we can get the information. Suppose if you want to search about any topic, you want to get information about any topic, you can just get connected to the internet from your device, either your computer, laptop or any smart device, and you can get access to the internet, and you can search there about the information related to any topic, and you will get it at your home. Then another most important use of internet is that sending the email messages. Suppose if you want to share the message to each other or your family members, you can do it. Okay? You can send the email. Online chatting. You can chat or have a group discussion with your friends, family members, those who are living away from you or far away from you. You can't visit them regularly. You can just have a discussion. You can have a video calling. Okay, face-to-face discussion can be there. Then buying and selling of the goods, that is e-commerce facility. Buying and selling of the goods. Nowadays it is most popular, and I hope that you all of you know that facility is given by Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal. Many other websites are there, or service providers are there, those who give this platform where you can buy and sell your goods or products. Okay, then you can send the greeting cards. Suppose if you are going to celebrate Dussehra or Diwali, whatever there is, any festival, and you want to wish to your good ones, you want to wish to them, then you can send a e-greeting card, electronic greeting cards to them, wishes to them, your well wishes to them. Okay, on their birthday wishes, whatever it is. So the internet can be defined as a network of computers. So finally, it can be defined as networks of computers. Networks of computer, and in general term, in the general reference, generally we call it as net. In general terms, we call it as a net. So what is the internet? It stands for international network. It stands for the international network, and it is a group of networks connected to each other, and it can be defined as, it is also defined as a networks of computer, and in general terms we call it as a net. Okay, now so this is all about network and internet. Now we move to the history of the internet. From how does the internet comes into the existence? How does it comes into the existence? So the history of internet. History of internet. So first of all, in year year 1969, the Department of Defense of USA, Department of Defense of United States of America, it was been created. They have the Defense Department of United States of America in year 1969. They created a small network where the users were at the different locations, okay, within the America itself, and they created such a network that they can easily communicate with each other. They can easily share the information or send and receive the files from them. So from here itself, the word internet first of all come into the existence in year 1969, and it was developed by Department of Defense of USA, and it was the first, and the network was known as ARPANET. That particular network, it was known as ARPANET. It was known as ARPANET, and its full form is Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Its full form, ARPANET generally stands for Advanced Research Project Agency Network. So its full form of the ARPANET was Advanced Research Project Agency Network. So this was the first time when such a network was set up, where you can share the resources or share the information within the computer, which are located at different locations throughout the country. There the users of the network were available on different locations, and they can easily connect and get into connection, and they can communicate and exchange the information to each other. So, and after that the network connection, after that the National Science Foundation established 5 supercomputing centers in 1986. A National Science Foundation established 5 supercomputing centers in 1986 for creating NSF-NET backbone, and NSF-NET continued to grow and become the very large network and known as Internet. Okay. So after that, in year 1986, National Science Foundation created NSF-NET backbone, and later on this NSF-NET backbone was known as Internet. the history. So this is the history of the internet, where the first time in year 1969, the Department of Defense of United States of America created a small network. Which was known as ARPANET, and it stands for Advanced Research Project Agency Network, where they were capable of exchanging and communicating with different users which were located on different locations throughout the country. Okay. Later on in year 1986, the National Science Foundation created a NSF net backbone. They created a network. National Science Foundation created a network that was known as NSF net backbone, and later on NSF net backbone grew. There were a lot of technological changes were taken place within this, and this NSF net backbone was only known as internet, was given the name internet. Okay, so this is all about the history of the internet. So this is how we come to the end of this session, and where we have discussed about what is network, what is internet, and how does the word internet come into the existence, what is the history of internet. Okay, now in the next class when we will meet, we will discuss about the different terminologies, different terms related to the use of internet, like World Wide Web, web page, web browser, website, home page, search engines, hyperlinks. Okay, and then we will come to the move further with our syllabus. So this is all for today, and I hope that this session of the class will be useful to you, and you will be able to understand the things more easily and conveniently. And still, if you have any doubt, you are free to call me and contact me at any moment of time, and I will try to clear your doubts, whatever it is. Okay, till that time, thank you and have a very nice day.